Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. And what I'm going to go over with you right now is something that I think is vitally important. In fact, it could be considered a warning or a sign of perhaps opportunities to come, depending on how you look at the situation. Second, everything I'm about to present in these 4 years, 79, 80, 81, and 82, can be found in my 52-year spreadsheet. This is a spreadsheet that I give away for free because the information in there is so valuable. What we are going to do is we're going to look at this 4-year period because it is the only time in the last 52 years where interest rates have gone up substantially. Folks, if you're not paying attention, if you're living under a rock, something has happened in our real estate market that has only happened one other time, at least in my adult lifetime. And that is the cost of the 30-year mortgage has skyrocketed. I have often said, and you can find videos as soon as 4 months ago, I said where rates are going to go up. I assumed that rates were going to go up gradually, slowly over time. I talked about potentially the mortgage rate on the 30-year being at 5% by the end of the year. Folks, there's a shot that we could be at 5% by the end of April. It is this sudden and drastic move in the cost of capital that I believe has fundamentally changed the real estate market. I believe it has changed the real estate market predominantly for owner-occupied buyers. And as you know, I follow the consumer. The consumer is often my competitor and my tenant as they rent from me in my units. I believe investors who do the work understand yield. They will be able to operate in this environment. But I believe the owner occupants, they're going to be in trouble. And we're going to look back at 1979 through 82 because it gives us a hint about all the pain that is coming. So let me level set. Hopefully you can read this. And again, I give this away. All you have to do is find my free course, onerentalataTime.com. It is there in the bonus section. 100% free video attachment. It's all there from 1970 through 2022. So again, 1979, this is the base year. This is, in my example, where we are coming from. The 30-year mortgage, 11.2%. Don't anchor on that number. The number is irrelevant. What is relevant is the rate of change. And we're going to get into that in a minute. So in 1979, we sold 709,000 new homes, builders. In 1979, we sold 3.827 million existing homes. Appreciation for 1979 was 16.1%, and CPI, or inflation, was 11%. This is something you should watch because it does change. Again, right now, homes are appreciating 5% above inflation, or I should say, in 1979 they were. So let's go to 1980, and I have all my notes here in front of me. What happened in 1980? First, interest rates went up. We are now talking 13.74%. Again, folks, my 50-year or 52-year spreadsheet, there is a tab called Sources. You can go to the Sources tab and check all of my sources because, again, the data is only good as the sources I use, but I list them there for you. So interest rates are up. Again, do not anchor on this crazy number. Look at the change. We went up 1.5 points. Okay? What happened in 1980? Excuse me. First thing that happened, new home sales went down to 545,000. It's more expensive, right? Again, the rate of change. This is the last time we have seen rates of change so drastic, and it's worth paying attention. But what happened to existing home sales? Well, they went down to 2.973 million. So they went down roughly 800,000 or 900,000. Again, makes sense. Rate of change impacts the customer. What happened to appreciation? Well, 12.8%. Still impressive, but CPI. CPI was 13%. Inflation was higher than home price appreciation. That was not the case here. Look at that. Very, very interesting. But this story continues because housing is a market. It moves relatively slowly. It's not the stock market. What happened in 81? Well, we were not done. Rates continued higher. Again, don't anchor on 16, anchor on the rate of change. Went from 11 to 13 to 16.6. We went up 550 basis points almost. What happened to new home sales? Well, they continue to crash. Oops. Forgot a number, sorry. 436. Okay. 436,000. How about new home sales or existing home sales? They continue to crash as well. Again, we're falling. It makes sense. Fast rate of change impacts borrowers' ability to pay. You sell less homes. What happened to appreciation? Well, down again. 7.2%. Still up. Shocking, right? Well, why? Inflation. So you got to know the difference between real and nominal, right? Nominal appreciation, 7.2%. Yay! Real, CPI minus that, you're actually negative, right? It's negative a little bit over 3%. So again, rates finally start to reverse in 1980. They're still crazy, but they're going backwards finally. It finally starts the downtrend. Rates are 16%, still not helpful. Existing home sales, terrible. Appreciation, still terrible. And CPI, still above. So what does this mean? First, again, a reminder, you have access to all this data. It's in a 52-year spreadsheet. You need to go get it. It's in my free course. It's the stuff we talk about. Rate of change in interest rates will impact new homes and existing home sales. It will eventually pull down appreciation, potentially below CPI. Interesting. So again, the rate of change on interest rates does impact buyers. You will sell less homes. Also, I believe less supply. I've done several videos about supply destruction. I won't hit that again, but again, it is something that is coming. Why do I think it hurts homeowners the most? Because they're the ones getting 30-year mortgages. They're the ones being priced out. Why doesn't it hurt investors? Well, it does hurt investors at some point. But again, remember, if you're following what I teach, one rental at a time, we only do great deals. I would have no problem paying 16% interest, 30-year fixed, if I was earning 20 or 25% yield. We only do positive cash flow. We only do great deals. And what that means is we will find the people that need to sell, right? These sales are still happening in existing home sales. We still sold 1.9 million homes. Some of those homes had to sell. You were probably going to get a better price. Again, remember, positive cash flow. Understand your market. Average, good, great. That's all we do. So again, we do have historical precedent for drastically raising rates. Rates are moved faster than I anticipated. Again, I thought 5% by the end of the year. We could be there by the end of April. So, less home sales, less homes listed. Again, your job as an investor is to find the motivated sellers. So again, lots of stuff going on. If you haven't seen the 52-year spreadsheet, why not? It's free. Go to my website, onerentalatatime.com. Go to the courses tab. It'll be there for you. Again, $0. Just log into Teachable. It's at the bottom. It says bonus. So go check it out. Hope you have a good day. Again, rising rates are not meant to scare us as investors. We only do great deals. We want to do deals that produce yields higher than the cost of capital. All right, take care. Bye-bye.